Okay, hello party people, welcome to day 3. So I did read some of the documentation last night and things sort of come a little bit more into focus. I have more questions actually based on just understanding a little bit more, but that's how it goes. I think we should be able to make some progress today. I want to try and finish the lead qualification agent we started yesterday. Maybe if I can get that working, I can add some tools to that. So let's just get going, shall we? So it's Chrome. Let's show you the docs. Okay, so the interesting part, the most useful part, is this Pipecat flows part. I recommend, well, you should really read this for sure. And it highlights some issues with the code that we had yesterday. Let's open cursor. Okay, so I did look at this yesterday. So I had this like side by side. So we'll just go through this, see if we can figure it out. Haven't made any changes yet. Okay, so transitioning between nodes, I believe this is where I had issues. And also I think this is going to be useful context. So why don't we, while we're doing this, ChatGPT, what's the URL for that? ChatGPT.com, yeah. ChatGPT.com. Well, you can, let's get this in Markdown because this is going to be useful context. Please parse this into Markdown. Okay. Probably still right. Yeah, okay. What about Claude? Could you pause this into Markdown, please? Cheers, Claude. Yeah. Maybe I should have just said skip the part on the visual thing. It's not going to be able to output enough tokens, is it? Should really write something to do this. Go on. Nice one, Claude. Sure, no worries. Okay, that's okay. That's the beginning. So let's just use that. Okay, so could you continue? Finish it off and skip. Oh, actually, are we almost there? Skip the visual design section. Oh, it can actually just, is it really? Actually, it can do that now. That's awesome. It didn't used to be able to do that. You just get, so it's actually almost finished. Sweet. Perfect, actually. So let's just, this is what's up. Wonderful. Sweet. So dev into lead qualifier docs. Cat flows docs.md. Okay. So where were we? Concepts, notations. Okay. So looking over at my one versus the one that works. So we can see initial node has a name referring to this, so that's fine. That's why it did actually greet me, but then it wasn't able to transition. So let's have a look. Functions. So there's no transition to from here. So this is the start node actually. I wonder if maybe it'd be good to do, actually I should go from here maybe. Oh right, no, K is overridden. Okay, never mind. I'm just trying to collapse the nodes, but just those are the nodes. So this is the first node. Yeah, you see, so these I think collect names. So this is what it did. I think it asked me for my name and then it didn't know where to go. So why don't we just try adding moving this up here and just deleting this. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I have to check in my work because for sure I'm going to be breaking some stuff. Okay, so where's my I must have a Python git ignore somewhere. What have I done in Python? Is there a git ignore here? Okay. Just whatever. Look, can you just write me? Could you write me a standard git ignore for a Python project, please? Cheers. Thank you. Don't think we need these yet. I think probably the fact that I don't need this means that my code is broken, but well, whatever. So tried attempt to get flow working. Pipecat flows documentation for context. Okie. So now, as I was saying, let's try this. Okay, let's not do it there though. Oh, cool. I don't think this needs to be there. I think also that maybe this format isn't correct. Parameters dot dot dot. Let's have a look. Parameters. Okay, maybe it's okay. So let's run this and see if it transitions. Okay, right, I deleted the room, obviously. Yeah, cool. Right, so let's go to daily.co, dashboard.daily.co. Rooms. Create a room. No camera. No camera. Create room. Cool. Copy the link. And over in my second screen, let's get the environment up. Or did I not? Yep, update git ignore. And way down here. Okay, that just dragged the path to the file, not the actual file. Good one. So daily room, cool. Okay, that's updated. Now let's try running it, and also can join the room from here, right? No, actually, let me just paste it. There we go. $404. Did I mean, okay, maybe I just messed that up. Let me have a look again. Oh, daily sample. Wait, what? So for sure, I think this should just go. I think this is the syntax. Yeah, okay, that is correct. Oop. Okay, that's the old URL. Where is it getting that from? That's literally not in the file. So hang on. Main daily room URL. Yeah. I'm just gonna just quit and open again. you turned it on and off again. Whenever you're ready. Thank you. No, it works. What the hell? Seriously, what is that about? Okay. Hello? Nothing. Wow, okay. I mean, last time it did say something. Hello? Anyone there?
Hello.
Hello?
Thank you for calling. Can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's John. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to carry on just figuring this out. So let's leave the call. Okay. So messages, select name. Okay. Okay, so it's using those two. Could you have a look at the flow config in main UI compared to food ordering? The former is broken and the latter works. Have a look at the guide in Flows docs. See if you can explain why it's not working and just make a config in main with 2 nodes. Basic as possible. Oh crap. Cancel. So I gave it to the agent, normal instead of agent. Okay, so can I just agent submit? Cool. Try it. Okay, I was muted. So I was saying I don't see the difference.
Hi.
Hi. Let me just say what I was saying. I was muted. So I was saying I don't really see a big difference there. So I wonder if the issue is perhaps not with the config and perhaps with something else to do, maybe the runner. But let's just run it.
Hello there. Thanks for reaching out. Can I have your name, please?
It's John. My name is John. Yeah, okay. I think maybe it's something to do with the runner, because I think the runner is supposed to be running the pipeline. Like, okay, so from runner report. Okay, so I noticed that food ordering has a dependency on a runner, whereas my one in main doesn't. I wonder if that's why it's not working. Yes, you're right. Ooh. The configure function. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's not really... okay. All right.
Hi there. Thanks for calling. May I know your name, please?
Sure, it's John. Yeah, it's John. Okay. Okay. These are essentially the same. Collect name. Let's just, can we get rid of the handler? Okay. Okay. Record. No, just get the caller's name. Type end conversation. Oh. Okay, let's try this. I just want it to go from one node to another. It's just baby steps, right?
Hello. Thank you for calling. May I know your name, please?
Yes, it's John. Okay, Python, let's try food ordering.
Hi there. Thanks for calling in. What can we get started for you today? Are we thinking pizza or maybe some delicious sushi?
Some sushi, please.
Great choice with the sushi. Let's get that.
So it's detecting my speech faster and then actually generating something. So I'm honestly inclined to just copy this whole thing and then just try deleting and just replacing stuff in place. Well, this is barely any lines of code as well. Oh, well, I mean, maybe it would help to have voice analysis detection, perhaps. Voice activity detection, sorry, like so it can tell when I've stopped talking properly. Celero basic voice activity detection, by the way, is just quickly calculating has there been silence, and then based on some parameters, has it been silent for long enough, then I'll respond. That's the sort of activity detection that I have in my basic bot on my site. And these days, as I went through some earlier videos, there's more advanced ways of doing it. Like you can actually have an LLM read the text to the transcription and see has it finished or not. Those are bound to particular languages, though. Obviously, like silence is universal. And you can also use multimodal models that understand audio tokens natively to do that more advanced ways. So okay, so this might be been an issue for sure. Other than that, the pipeline looks mostly unchanged. Basic pipeline, no logging, but who needs that really? I haven't even set the logging level to debug, so who cares? Yep, okay, cool. Okay, obviously that's why there's the I bet that as soon as I go and do anything here, actually, yeah, knows what's up. Nice one, Cursor. Cursor's got your back.
Hi there. Thank you for calling. Can I get your name, please?
It's John.
Hi, John. It's great to talk to you today. How can I assist you?
Okay, you have already. Thank you so much. Sweet. So there wasn't actually anything wrong with the config. It was the fact that there was no way to detect when I was finished speaking, right? So, sweet. Okay, so let's just check this baby in. Okay. Sure, got a basic flow working. Sweet. Runner is essential also. Okay, we actually didn't, maybe should amend the last commit. Yeah, actually let's do that. Commits should be like atomic at some level, so I actually have to add this existing repository to my source tree. Here it is. Runner. Okay, and amend last commit. Commit. Sweet. Okay, so now actually, okay, I wonder if it remembers the previous, probably not. Let's get the previous flow config. And let's just see if we can get that thing working. Mm-hmm. I think maybe time to delete this. Okay. Bye. Okay. So into history. Dev. Yeah, I know, whatever. Okay, so put that over in my Sublime texting here. Okay. By the way, we should really call this apparently bot.py and bot runner, apparently according to the like release thing, but we'll sort that out later. Okay, so here's the situation composer. Okay, so yeah, cool. Okay, so main is now working, and the key part we were missing yeah, this is not as good as windsurf. Okay, whatever. I'll just copy and paste it. Probably I'll just understand. Was the VAD? Maybe I'll just use Windsurf. I wonder if they fixed it. Anyway, it was the VAD analyzer and VAD audio pass through bits in this. I'd now like to attempt to extrapolate the flow config to match what's in old py, except don't don't put any don't add any of the handlers and parameters at this stage. So I want to just have like a little pantomime run through of what my old flow was. Yeah, just running through. Okay, I think actually that looks good to me. What do I know, but that looks good to me. Okay, now let's try running this.
Hello. Thank you for calling. Can I have your name, please?
Sure, it's John.
Great, John. How can I assist you today?
Well, I'd like to get some voice agents.
That sounds exciting. Could you share a bit more about what you need the voice agents for, or any specific use cases you have in mind?
Yeah, I need it to handle out-of-hours calls.
Got it, John. Ensuring your customers are looked after even outside business hours is really important. Is there anything else you'd like to let me know about your needs?
No, that's all right. Thanks.
All right. Could you let me know when you're planning to start this project and any timeline or deadline you have in mind?
Well, I'd like to start it immediately, and it needs to be done within a month.
Thanks for sharing that, John. I've made a note of your timeline. Is there anything else you'd like to add or any questions you have?
No thanks.
Great. One more thing. Do you have budget in mind for your voice AI solution, or would you like me to explain our tiered budget options?
Go on then, explain your tiered budget options.
All right. We offer several budget tiers to fit different needs. 1. Basic tier, best for small projects with essential features. 2. Standard tier, includes...
Okay, sure. Let's just say my budget's £2,000.
Got it, John. A budget of £2,000 will give us some great options to work with. How did you find this interaction with our voice AI TA?
It was all right.
Thanks for your feedback, John. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out.
Okay, how about I've changed my mind actually on the use case.
No worries at all. Let me know about the changes in your use case and we can tailor the solution to fit your needs. What have you got in mind?
So I want an outbound lead qualification agent.
Got it. We can definitely help with an outbound lead qualification agent. Would you prefer to schedule a video call with John George to discuss this further, or would you like to receive follow-up information via email?
Okay. End the conversation. So it's literally interesting. I mean, that went better than I thought it was going to go. Interesting. So I just need a little break. I'll be back, shortly. Okay then. So let's check this in. Oh no, hang on. Have we actually? Yeah. Got a pantomime of desired flow working. And delete this. Actually, maybe. We'll figure this out. Whatever. Let's leave it there for now. Okay. So now what? Okay. So I think let's have a little look at this. What is the point of the? Okay, let's have a read of the docs. Okay, we need to collect data, validate inputs, or retrieve information. You got a handler. Pardon me. That's why I mute. So, anyway. Okay, so. But this is presumably so I can pass state between nodes, right? And I'm not. Don't really need to do that yet with this. So. Should open a new. I just want to read some of the code base. So it's collecting details about the sushi order, and then I guess at some point it's going to do something with this information, right? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, cool. Is this where you'd specify the menu? Is it? Interesting. This is going to be very complicated to generalize. It was a good idea trying to actually get something working properly before we generalize, because Vappy actually bills on daily. I have a newfound respect for what they've done. And Pipecat, I believe, they would do that. Okay, so I mean, sort of get this is going to then put this in the state, and then how is this actually used? I think maybe I should put the food runner back as an example. Let's just go through I haven't actually run through the full scenario. So I'm going to go get this flows, example, food ordering. Let's run this one. Am I still in the room? Nope. Good.
Hi there. Thanks for calling. Are you in the mood for some delicious pizza or maybe some fresh sushi today?
I'd like some sushi, please.
Great choice. We're getting your sushi order started. Is there anything specific you'd like to add or customize in your order?
Well, yeah. What have you got?
We've got a delicious variety of sushi rolls for you to choose from. There's the classic California roll, the zesty...
California roll. 2 of them.
Got it. So, here are some other tasty options. 1. Spicy tuna roll.
No, that's all I want, thanks.
All right, so let's narrow it down. We have a few more options. There's the rainbow roll, which is a colorful mix, and the dragon roll, which is packed with flavor.
So all I want is the 2 California rolls.
That sounds perfect. You've selected 2 California rolls, and your total comes to $16. Would you like to confirm this order?
I would.
Your order has been confirmed, and your 2 California rolls will be ready shortly. Thank you for choosing us, and enjoy your sushi.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day and enjoy your meal. If you need anything else, feel free to call back. Take care.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one more time and then I'll be back. Right, so no point me sitting here in silence for a long time while I do that, right? So cheerio, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, hello again. So it's been about an hour now and I've been reading through the documentation, and I just wanted to take you through what I've been doing actually before I lose track. So I've been chatting about the code base to Cascade in Windsurf in the chat mode. So let me just tell you what I was doing here. So I've been trying to understand how state is managed in the food ordering thing, because it doesn't seem like to me it's saving state anywhere. I'll explain why. So this then goes through that. Just check the documentation. This is one of the frustrating things I was finding, that it's only reading part of the documentation, but it's maybe actually it's reading more now, and it might actually be because it's understood that this is the part it needs. So anyway, moving on. So it takes you through all this, right? So the select sushi order is returning this, which is fine. When you order 2 California rolls, you get the price for that. It says the result is stored in the conversation state for later reference. Okay, now that's the part I wasn't really understanding. So I asked it, how exactly is that stored in the conversation state? And it goes, look through the code base. Flow manager has a state variable. Yeah, I've read that in the documentation. And it says, and this is called with these parameters. Process this returns a sushi order result. Cool. In the flow manager, it says automatically stores this result in its state, typically under an order key. So here's the thing. I found the flow manager, obviously it's down here, and I go to definition and get into the manage thing, and I had to read through this, and I don't see any evidence of it automatically storing state actually. And I've seen code before where it's explicitly set in the functions. So yeah, so I asked it, I gave it the reference to those lines of code, the whole class, and said, can you tell me how it's automatically storing it? And it says, I need to correct my previous explanation. It doesn't automatically store the state. Instead, the state management is handled through the transition function and handler mechanism. Here's how it works. And then it says, this is how it should be implemented, right? And you can see there's flow manager.state order, and then you set that, right? Which is how I thought it worked. Keeping in mind that this thing might be lying to me, but I think it's worked. So then I said, so is it not storing the state anywhere? And if so, if it's not storing any state, how is it confirm order able to confirm what was ordered? And it's saying it thinks it's happening through the LLM context, which I can actually see in here. There is the context of the LLM for the LLM here, the previous chat. So maybe that's true. And it doesn't, he says I'm right, there doesn't seem to be any explicit state management in this code, right? So it says interesting design choice, whatever. So this is what I want to do now. If I wanted to add some logging to confirm that the state isn't being altered, how would I do that? And it's given me some suggestions on how to do that. So that's fair enough. I also notice in the food ordering thing at the bottom, it says that in the confirmation you have a revise order function if you want to use that, if you want to revise your order, but there's actually no implementation of that or way to transition to that. So I think this is very much just an example. I would actually be interested in testing what happens if I order multiple things, right? If it's actually able to total up the order. And also I would never trust an LLM to actually do a totaling. So I think the correct way of doing that in a production system, if you are actually managing state, well, in a production system, you should manage state to have that. And then I guess at the end, you'd have another function which you instruct it to use, called, say, calculate the order total, where you would then use that and read that back to the caller. So anyway, now I want to see if I'm right about this not actually storing any state anywhere. So I'm going to ask Windsurf to modify the food ordering thing. So before I do that, I'm actually just going to add in some test files. Add these to source controls as test files so that I can refer them later. So in some reference files, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to change this to write mode now. So go ahead and please make those changes to food ordering UI so I can monitor the state. And then we're going to run the food ordering thing again and see if it logs a state. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the state logging functions. Okay, so it's actually setting this. I'm going to comment out that because I don't want it to set the state. Actually, I want to see that it's not setting state. Okay, so this is what it says. Okay, I was just making sure I'm recording the right screen. So we've got, okay, that's cool. So actually I could maybe just, okay, interesting. Pre-actions. Yeah, I've read about that. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's accept this. I just want to make it so that anywhere that flow manager.state, we're not actually modifying that just yet. Let's just comment this out. Okay, 5 references is fine because the first one is the declaration. All right, cool. So I think this is what I want to do. Actually, I'm going to run it from here. Okay, seems to be some issues with my recording. Oh, okay.
I'm here to help. Could you?
Okay, hang on, let me just, there's an error there. Trying to cancel it. Stop. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. So it crashed and it didn't leave. So if I leave, still active. Okay, that's interesting. That's probably not ideal. Okay, well, good. Right. Good. So they've obviously got like a timeout. Thank you, daily. Okay, let's see what went wrong there. Okay, it's went off the screen. Where is leave? Seriously? Oh no, hang on. It's probably trying to do that. No, it's because I've... Okay, it was probably trying to call something after I terminated the process. Actually, let's just... So I get a complete buffer. Let me just cancel this, run this in my proper terminal. cd dev. What is this? Pipecat. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember how to activate a virtual environment. I should really just remember this. How do you... So... I mean, I thought that's what I had to do, because the other one was to create it, right? But, I mean, it's not actually in there, though, is it? It's env, isn't it? Env, cool. Okay, there we go. No handler for custom type function. Okay, how would I find... Okay, but how would I find what pre-actions are available? Maybe I just tell... Maybe I'll ask Cascade about this. Get everything. Okay. So when I run the file, it's because you've set the type of the pre-actions to custom. which it doesn't have a handler for. How did you determine what values you could use for type? Okay. Yeah, okay. So instead of so it's removed all the pre-actions, it's just going to try logging the state in the functions now, which is actually what I wanted. Cool. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it decided to put that on 2 lines, but whatever. So the only thing it's done is remove the pre-actions. It's kept these functions there though, even though I guess now these are not referenced, right? Okay, Cascade, I'm going to trust you on this. I can always just revert your changes. Okay, let's try running this again.
Hey there. Thanks for calling. Are you in the mood for some delicious pizza or maybe some fresh sushi today?
I'm in the mood for some sushi.
Great choice. Let's get that sushi order started. How can I assist you with your sushi selection today?
Well, you can tell me what you've got.
Sure thing. Here's what we have. 1. California Roll 2. Spicy Tuna Roll 3. Rainbow Roll 4. Dragon Roll, how many rolls would you like to order? And what type would you like to try today?
I'd like 2 California rolls, 2 spicy tuna rolls, 3 rainbow rolls, and 5 dragon rolls.
Just to confirm, you want 2 California rolls, 2 spicy tuna rolls, 3 rainbow rolls, and 5 dragon rolls, right? Let me get...
Yeah, that's right.
It looks like I am having some trouble processing each sushi roll order correctly all at once. Let me work through this so we can get your delicious sushi to you smoothly. Can you please confirm one more time each type and the number you'd like, and I'll get that sorted?
Okay. Did it modify the select sushi? Okay, flow manager. Aha. Yeah. Do you know what's interesting? Like when I read the documentation, it didn't have that in the argument and it was still referring to the flow manager as if it was like declared globally. Let me actually have a look. Okay. This is the one. Okay, let's have a chat with Cursor this time. can you find any examples in static where the flow manager is used in, what do we call these, in function handlers? In the function handlers, see if it understands. And I might as well just try and find one myself, right? Function handlers, not reference to use layers. Okay, I'm sure I saw in the documentation though. Select size. Yeah, look, so like okay, so select. So it, yeah, you see, look, and then flow manager.state, right? So is there a complete example with this pizza ordering thing? Basic setup. No. Let's try removing the arguments and seeing if that works using both windsurf and cursor right now. It's interesting. So I would expect there to be a reference error here. What's interesting is not even, the lint is not even complaining about that. Okay. My Python's a little rusty, to be honest.
Hi there. Thanks for calling. What are you in the mood for today, pizza or sushi? Let me know, and I'll help you get that order started.
Sushi, please.
Great choice. I've started your sushi order.
What do you got?
We've got a variety of delicious rolls for you to choose from. Here are the options.
So I'd like 2 California rolls, 3 spicy tuna rolls, 4 rainbow rolls, and 5 dragon rolls. Yeah. Flow manager is not defined. That makes sense. Python still works as I thought then, right? Cool, so another little mystery where I would just be sitting here in silence reading stuff. So I'm going to leave you with this, do a little look, and I'll come back once I have something useful to say. Cool, so I'm actually back seconds later because I changed my mind. I think I'm just going to go through asking the AI how to solve this problem. So let's have a look. Flow manager, okay, so this is the one, select size, okay, here we go. So I'm just going to explain my confusion to good old Cascade in chat mode and see what it thinks. Okay, so we're in chat mode now. Here's the thing. I removed the flow manager from the arguments of the function handlers in food ordering because in Pipecat, in the docs, there's this example. After doing that, okay, so ordering, because I was getting errors saying there are missing positional arguments, I did that, and also in here there's this example. As expected, I get a oops. Error in logs when I do that. So what I'm trying to figure out is how that code snippet I pasted from the docs could possibly work. Any ideas? Is it? Okay, listen, let's just stop. It's done. Okay, look, I'm gonna remove some stuff from the git ignore. So what was it? I was trying to access users. And yeah, okay, look. Where is my, oh there it is. Okay, I'm gonna run it again. Okay, run it again, this query. Oh, it knows what I did. Okay, what? No, it's because there must, okay. Cool. There we go. Okay, and let's get it run it again. Does it know that I actually, oh no, okay, stop. Oh my god. I need to go from here. Okay. Yeah, that's what okay. Yeah. So it thinks the documentation is outdated. Okay, what? Where does the flow manager handle storing this state internally? I checked the code and can't see anywhere that happens. Well, no, look. I mean, you can. Here's the code, right? Okay. Right, okay, look. So I need to figure out if there's a way of passing the flow manager via these functions as defined here. Or if this is actually the right approach. Because I don't think this is. So I'll have a think about that and come back. Okay, so that didn't take long. I'll just show you what's happened. So it occurred to me that someone else has probably had this problem, right? So it turns out they did. A couple of weeks ago, someone's asked exactly the same question here. Exactly the same example. How does your state management example get access to the flow manager? Is it meant to be a module level variable? Yeah, exactly right. You're right, I rushed through this one. Okay. So I've been thinking about the utility of static and dynamic flows and weighing when to use each one. What you're asking for isn't supported by static flows today. You know all the variables for a conversation in advance, and the LLM is just going to execute the conversation. Patient intake example, okay. You can use handlers, okay, if you're required. Okay, I don't need that. That's what this other guy was asking for, I think. So I don't need that. I just need to be able to access the state, right? Okay. Is that true? Where can I see that? Is it in a different branch? What's up? Into main, okay. Main. Cool, alright, well, I mean, I've got some detective work to do to figure this out, so there's probably not much point you watching that, and I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, again, shortly back. Might as well have just left this recording, to be honest. But yeah, so it looks like he might have added Flow Manager to the args. They're accessible here. So if I just add this, maybe it'll work. But the thing is, I'm wondering if the reason there's only one example is because he's merged them both, but that can't be true actually, because I'm not seeing that in the example I've got. So I don't know if I'm using an old version of Pipecat, maybe that won't work. But let's go into windsurf. I really don't think we need this. Just leave it there though. Okay, so flow manager.state. Okay, so let's see if this works. I will be blown away if this works. Am I recording the right screen? Yeah, I think I'm doing that. Okay, great.
Hello there. Thanks for calling. Are you in the mood for some delicious pizza or perhaps some tasty sushi today?
Tasty sushi, please.
Great choice. Your sushi order is underway. If you have any special requests or need anything else, just let me know. Enjoy your meal.
Cool. Let me know what you got.
Oh, it seems I didn't catch your sushi preferences yet. Please let me know which type of sushi you're craving and how many
So I
rolls
would
you'd like.
like 2 California rolls, 3 spicy tuna rolls, 4 rainbow rolls, and 5 dragon rolls.
It looks like there was a little snag processing that request. Let me try something different.
Yeah. Interesting. So I wonder if there's something that passes that as the arguments. Where are we going? Choose sushi. Parameters. Count type. Aha, see? So he's added it in the manager, the transition function. also maybe in the other types of function. State reference. In this example, is he actually using this $state notation? That's the manager. No. So wait, what's up? Go back to the top. README, ordering state. Use state. Choose sushi. Okay. Okay, fine, but okay, so I need to check, I think, if my manager PY has this. So let me do that. Which function was this again? Okay, I'm using an old version. Bummer. Okay. I mean, did they roll this back, or why can't I see this? Okay, I've got more reading to do. Yeah, well, I'll come back later. Of course, this is just a quick update to point out that the issue was that, once again, I can't read. So right here, it says wants to merge, right? And also when I click here, I could have read that this branch is one ahead of and 2 commits behind main. So he's not actually merged this back yet, so I'm using the latest version. It's just that this hasn't been added there. It's still in propositional state, if you like. So yeah, still trying to figure stuff out though, so I'll just leave it at this for now. Back later. Okay, so what I've been trying to understand is this part here where Mark said static flows assume that the JSON is predetermined in advance. This means that your role messages, task messages, and function calls are all predefined as well. And then in a static flow, you can use handlers in your application logic for dynamic state. I want to figure out how. So I asked Cascade, someone who works on the Pipecat Flows code base, said this. Can you explain how exactly I'm meant to be able to use a handler for dynamic state in a static flow? Now, it saw that I modified the file and it's like, ooh, now I understand. It thinks that the key insight is that the flow manager automatically injects itself into the args dictionary that gets passed to the handlers. Now, that inference is correct if you assume that my code is correct, which it is if you look here, because like he's added it, right? That's not the line. I showed it before. Here, right? So he's added it here in his code, but it's not in the live code base. So this is wrong. So then I explained, actually it's not true. Flow manager is not passed into the dictionary. I just tried to do that and it failed. And he goes, you're right. I apologize for the misinterpretation. The flow manager is not injecting itself into the args. The args are just raw arguments that come from the LLM's function call. Right. So it thinks that the correct interpretation of you can use handlers in your application logic for dynamic state is that handlers are functions in your application that can access any global state or services. I would think how, again, in static flow, the configuration is predefined, but your handlers can still contain dynamic logic. I mean, sure, but how do they access global state? So if you want to use the flow manager state, you need to make the instance accessible to your handlers, pass state between nodes through the handler return values, and this is what I thought is interesting. So are the dictionaries returned by the handlers somehow available to LLM in following steps? It says no. So I'm asking, what's the point of returning dictionaries? Why is this returning this actually? What's the point? What does this achieve? And it's confused as well. It says you raise a really good point. Now it might be agreeing with me because it too just doesn't understand. But this is the puzzle I've got to figure out. So I'm trying to figure out if the answer is I shouldn't be using state here, so I can just continue on that basis and figure out another approach, or if I'm doing something wrong and I should be able to access the global state in a static flow from these handlers. You know, so yep, I'll be back when I've made more progress with that. Sure, so it also seems to me there is like an inherent contradiction here. In a static flow, you can use handlers in your application for dynamic state. So he explained here that someone at Daily didn't like the static flow thing that he said, so that's why it hasn't been merged. If you need dynamic state, then dynamic flows are an option. So then, is this just not correct? Right? So we're going to just try and figure this out. All right, so let's just try and revert our changes, but just in case I need them again, what I'm going to do is just stash. Okay, actually, so I'll do this and this. Okay, so I'm just going to stash the changes, which is just going to remove them, revert, but let me make it so I can put them back if I need them. Where is windsurf? I should probably give it a unique theme. Okay, so I'm going to run it again. I just want to see in the logs what happens when those dictionaries are returned from the handlers. Is it in the LLM context? Not going to be in the LLM context, but is there anything, any sign that this is useful? Because otherwise, why do that? Right? I mean, it was able to total the order though, right? So maybe it's just immediately available and then disappears. Like I think it did say that actually. Cascade did tell me that. Okay, so I need this with the daily room, and I need this. So here we go. Run.
Hi there. Thanks for calling. Are you in the mood for some delicious pizza or craving some fresh sushi today? Let me know what you're thinking.
Sushi, please.
Great choice. I've got your order for sushi acknowledged. Is there anything specific you're thinking about, like nigiri, sashimi, or maybe a sushi platter?
Sure, nigiri, sashimi, and 2 sushi platters, please.
It looks like you're interested in a variety. Just to clarify, when it comes to the sushi platters, are you looking to order specific types of rolls, like California, spicy tuna, rainbow, or dragon? Let me know what you have in mind for those 2 platters.
Let me have 3 of each.
You've got 3 California, 3 spicy tuna, 3 rainbow, and 3 dragon rolls coming right up. That'll be $8 each, totaling $96 for all your selected sushi rolls. Does everything look good to you? Would you like to confirm your order?
Yes, please.
Fantastic. Your sushi order is all set and confirmed. Thanks for choosing us and enjoy your meal. If there's anything else you need, we're just a call away. Have a great day.
Cheers.
Cheers to you too. Thanks again for your order. Take care and enjoy your sushi.
Bye. Okay, cool. So I ordered 12 rolls at $8 each. 96 is correct. I'm gonna just try and make this JSON. Just gonna just pretty print this. Why not? Let's ChatGPT. Pretty print this, please, and destringify. I wish you could enable wrap in these little snippets. I should have done this on Forum Mini so it would be quicker. I'm sure Forum Mini can do this in like sleep. It's not complicated, right? There's no tool call result even, like, hang on, wait. Tool. Okay. Okay, so it's wrong. It's actually added to context. This is the LLM context, right? Completions, generating chat. Yeah, it's in the context. Okay. So the only thing I think that might be worth changing is calculating the total. Because I think the LLM summed the 24s. So I'd have another tool at the end confirming the total, but whatever. Or another handler. Okay. Well, how long is this? It's probably quite a long video already, so I think for today I'm not really finished, so I'll pause for now. I might be back. If I'm not back, I'll do another thing. I just need to figure out where to take this lead qualification thing from here. Because I just wanted to share what I'm thinking, so I was trying to think what the point of these handlers are, because in my situation, right, if it's just to add context to the LLM through the tool nodes, this is pretty pointless, right? Because the name is just going to be in the context anyway, because I will have said it to the LLM, right? Here, though, we actually have a mapping from what they've said, the pizza type, to prices, and it will add those to the context. And here it calculates the total price based on the count of rolls you've done. So this is, again, just stopping the LLM from doing maths. So this is useful, right? So for my situation, all I'm doing is collecting information which is said. So I think actually we can just go ahead, take this and try to add tool calls to it. So I'll need an example with tool calls. Let me just Discord, go down here. I should just quit Discord. So I don't think there needs to be a collect name or anything actually, so, or a name results. So delete these, collect, okay, name, collect name, but there's also a handler collect name, right? Isn't there? No, okay. So I guess maybe that was redundant. Let me just try running this.
Hello. Thank you for calling. May I have your name, please?
Yeah, it's John.
Thank you, John. How can I assist you today?
I need an agent to handle out of hours calls.
Got it, John. We're looking at handling after-hours calls with a voice agent. Is there anything specific you'd like this agent to assist with during these calls?
Scheduling appointments.
That sounds like a really useful tool. When would you like to start this project, and do you have a deadline you're aiming for?
I want to start it now. I need it done by the end of next week.
Great. We've noted the timeline to start immediately with a deadline by the end of next week. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss or any questions you have?
Nope.
Perfect. Before we proceed, can I ask if you have a budget in mind for this voice AI solution? We've got a range of options to fit different needs.
£2,000.
Thanks for sharing that, John. We've got your budget noted down at £2,000, and we'll make sure to find a solution that fits within that range. Is there anything else you'd like to know or discuss?
No.
All right, John. Thank you for providing all the details. If you have any questions later on, feel free to reach out. Now, before you go, could you share your feedback on this interaction?
Yeah, we need to work on it.
Thank you for your feedback, John. It's really valuable and we'll work on improving. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, John. Take care and looking forward to working with you.
Okay, bye then.
Goodbye, John. Have a great day.
So can you end the call?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, John. Take care and we'll be in touch soon. Goodbye.
Interesting. Okay, let's just have a look at this log. Okay. There's right. Yes, I should have done that. There's a nice little new feature where you can just get this over the. It highlights the actual log that you last ran. So that worked, and I didn't need the handlers or the type definition, you'll notice. And I think just based on the chat after the fact, we could probably extract the data we need separately, but it would be good to understand the right way of doing this. Yeah. So I did check the time, and we're pretty close to 2 hours of content here. So I think I need to again just do some more reading through the code base. Maybe we should just try and add a function node today. Why not? If it breaks, why not? Breaks, it breaks, who cares? Right, we've got git. So remove redundant code, right? Yep. Remove redundant code. I'm just going to get the LLM to do some work. I'll read and try and understand it later. Yippee-yay, let's just do this. Still, yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Okay. This has got tools. Let's use this example. In fact, why don't we run that? So let's just find a. Will Composer listen to me if I ask it to make a document explaining how we can add tools? Okay. I'd like you to analyze Movie Explorer compared to main and write a guide in docs. Oh, it doesn't. God damn it. I hate Composer. God. Should I just use Windsurf for this? You know what? Let's just use Windsurf for this. By Cascade, by Cursor. Read qualifier. Welcome back, Cascade. Always a pleasure. Right, so could you please examine the contents of Movie Explorer compared to main and create something in docs that will explain the process of adding tools that call external APIs. That'll be fine. Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Off you go. This is why I stopped using it. That's not enough context. There's no way. It hasn't even read the thing right. Do you know, I thought that the trend was going to be to get for increasing context in these agentic tools, but for some reason they've seemed to have hamstrung this. Okay. Come on. Yeah, it's not. That's not right. It hasn't specified a handler, and it hasn't been able to do this correctly because it hasn't got enough context. So this is why I cancelled my Windsurf subscription. Like, sort it out, please. Oh well, all's no harm, no foul. Just, it's no point using this. Is the bummer. It's the best agent, just doesn't have the context. One day they'll fix it. It's such a shame, seriously. Okay, so let's just try and persuade old composer. I mean, I'm sure I just need to figure out how to get it to write in the doc. Maybe I can just tell it. I mean, it does do a semantic search, right? So I can probably just say docs folder. And this is the wrong project. Oh, sweet, it remembers. That's cool. This can go away though. Write a guide in the docs folder explaining in general terms the steps involved in adding tools that call external APIs to static flow. Is this a static flow actually? Transition to. Yeah, I think this is a static one. Cool. Is it gonna know what a static flows are? Static flows. Okay. Where is it gonna put this? Nice. Okay. I take it back. Cursor is awesome. Let's see how good this output is. because there's a class for handling this. Okay. Function handlers. Exactly, we got function handlers, and then it's going to say handler. There we go. You see that? Nice. With context. Smart. Love it. Okay, accept. Add example. Generate guide to adding, for adding tools that call external APIs. Okay, so now I think it would be prudent to maybe have a look at calling the cal.com API. Do I even want to run this? Probably not. Okay, so let's just go to GitHub. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel. I've written something that does call the cal.com API to check availability and book appointments somewhere here. It'll be here in the API. Fappy. Okay, download it. Why not? Even though I've got this in my dev directory. Yeah, I've got it in my dev directory, so why am I doing this? Well, I can also just copy it. So let's talk to Claude. Actually, let's just, okay. Okay. Okay, please analyze the pasted code. And give me plain English pseudocode outlining, no, detailing the process for checking availability and booking appointments using the cal.com API. Please put this in an artifact. It's not going to be enough context, is it? Unless I provide details of the cal.com API. Do I want to do that, or do I just want to get it to convert directly to Python? And get availability, I believe, will be in here, if I remember correctly. Okay, so this is actually okay, that's interesting. Let me just check the cal.com API reference. So I thought it was just checking slots is the thing that's confusing me here, but it's actually converting the number of days to a start time and end time. So I'm just wondering, developer, documentation, API v2, this is calling slots, endpoint. Slots, there we go. Get available slots, available, yep, and params. Okay, actually interesting. Interesting. So why did I implement it that way then? I mean, it was for simplicity, but I also thought that I read that there was just an endpoint that took the number of days. Maybe that was in V1. V1. No. No. No worries. This was just, the dialog was just a basic implementation anyway, but you can obviously extend this because, like, just give it start time and end time. Okay, so I'm actually going to give it this. So I actually gave you the wrong code, and as a result the pseudocode is more about handling the request on the server. The actual code I want you to create plain English pseudocode for is now attached, so please go ahead and do that. Okay, this is going to be more useful for me actually. Let's just give the actual code to this and see if Gus can figure this out. All right, so following the guide in adding. Okay, why isn't it integrate? Good one. Ah, that was just integrating. There we go. Following the guide there. I'd like you to add functions to check availability, book appointments, like in the node.js below. Obviously, this is just for reference, and you'll need to convert it to Python. It's good to have your tools in a different file and then import them. I agree. Cool. Modularity. I might as well just accept this because I can just delete the whole file. So I've got some types. Okay, I think there's actually more. Yeah, and that's for well, hang on, that's going to be for everything. Create booking, get availability. So is this just for create booking? Sorry, I'm just saying there's this weird thing you need to set in the headers with cal.com to get it to work in the v2 API. Let me just check. Okay, that's interesting. Booking, is it? Booking. Create booking. Must be set to this. How interesting. So just when you're creating a booking, so I guess they must have done something specifically to that endpoint. Okay, no worries. Well, I mean, that means the implementation is correct. Nice one, cursor. Okay, let's have some faith in the old agents, shall we? Add calcom implementation, calcom API tools. Would you like me to integrate this with your Pipecat flows or make any adjustments in the implementation? Okay, let's have it book an appointment. So you'll have to excuse me if I don't show my calendar off, but I'm just going to have it open and see if I can get it to book an appointment on a specific date. Okay, so yes, please, I would like you to add a node to the flow in main, and in this node we'll ask whether I want to book an appointment, and if so, just have it try to book an appointment on a fixed date. And that will be January 2025 at 12 p.m. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I know, that's exactly the thing, right? Like if you need to actually collect this, interesting, like how is that going to work without state reliably? It's going to have to parse the previous statements in the chain, the completion chain. Maybe that's easy. Cool, that's actually better. And cool. And I wonder if we can just... Do we have to go through this whole thing to test this? Accept. Okay, so offer call option. Let's go from rapport building straight to offer call option. Let's just see if it can book an appointment. I obviously doubt this very much indeed, but it's easier to debug than write code. So oh, obviously. Okay, I have to set up my environment, so bear with me. So I can probably have a look at the environment from public AI dialer. Okay, let's get this down here. well, we deleted actually the event type, so I'm going to have to update this. Let me just check the required variables. Okay. Okay, so I'm copying over the variables into my environment thing here. Got an API key. Let me just check my cal.com. Where would API keys be? Settings. API keys expired. Right, well, delete it anyway. Add, name this key, so test key, expiration date. Let's go 7 days. Okay, so I've got a new key now. Putting that in. I know you can't see this, but I'm not showing off my API keys anymore because this way I can just upload the video without editing stuff, because it's a mission. It's a serious mission to edit 4K long videos in Tele. Like the whole application hangs. So sorry. One day though, you know, once I actually have something done properly, I'll edit it and make something cool, or maybe even just do a proper video with a tutorial. So let me make also another event type. Let's not make another event type. Why complicate it? Let me leave the event type. Okay. And ID. Event type ID. So I've got the slug, I've got the duration, just the ID. How did I get that before? Webhooks, maybe? No. Hey Perplexity, what's up? Where can I find the event type ID for a cal.com event type? Well, I don't think that's right. Oh, got it. Yep, got it. It's right. It is right. Cool. It's in the URL when you actually go into the thing. Right, cool. I think the environment is set up now.
Hello there. It's great to have you on the line. Could I please have your name?
Yeah, it's John.
Thank you, John. How can I assist you today?
I'd like to book an appointment.
Great. Would you like to book an appointment for January 19, 2025 at 12 p.m. Titra with John George?
Yes.
It seems there was an error while trying to book the appointment. Let me try that again for you.
That's all right, don't bother. Yeah, that's not how that's done, is it? It's a dictionary, so there is no. I mean, is this actually used for anything though? Okay. Roger Rabbit. Company. Who framed Co. I wonder if anyone's old enough to get that reference.
I bet. Thanks for calling. Can I have your name, please?
Yeah, John.
Great, John. How can I help you today?
I want to book an appointment.
All right. Would you like to book the appointment for January 19, 2025 at 12 p.m. Titra with John George?
Yes.
I'm really sorry, John, but it looks like there was an issue with booking the appointment. Let me see how I can assist.
That's right. User either already has booking at this time or is not available. Well, that's not true. I wonder what request it sent exactly. Create booking. So I'm not, that's interesting. I'm not, no, hang on. No. It is using this. Session.post. Okay, so I want to, okay, in API, I would like to log the request sent in both get availability and book appointment. Create booking, please. It's going to have to add logger. No. I mean, that's nice that you gave an example. Thanks. So please don't just print it out. Use the logger as in main. Import. That's a new one on me. Didn't notice that before. Loguru. It's a clever name. I wonder if it has a lower level than debug, because I normally used to add an extra logging level below debug to the standard logger in Python. Good. Cool. Very clever. Okay, Python main, back in the room.
Hi there. Thanks for calling. May I have your name, please?
It is John.
Thank you, John. How can I assist you today?
I want to book an appointment.
Great. Would you like to book an appointment
Yes.
Would you like to book an appointment for January?
Yes.
Would you like to book an appointment for January 19, 2025 at 12 p.m. Tutor with John George?
Yes, please.
I apologize, but it seems there was an error while trying to book the appointment. Can I try again or assist you with anything else?
Oh, I'm not available. Oh, it's my working hours. Oh, okay, fine, right. I need to make a new event where I'm available constantly. Okay, I tried to book it in my main calendar and I'm not available on Mondays for bookings. Cool. It's always me that's like failing at this. Let's add a new event then. cal.com. And I'll call this test event. Actually, I shouldn't tell you this because anyone can book this. I'm going to call this something secret. Okay, that's done. I'm going to get the new ID, put that in my environment variables, event type ID, event slug, that's going to be something I keep secret, obviously. I'll just delete this after. No, I'm not going to delete this afterwards. I have a reason to keep it secret. Event duration. Cool, so then I need to set some working hours. So availability, new, okay, default's fine, so save that. I think now maybe it might actually work.
Hello. Thank you for calling us today. Can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Roger.
Thank you, Roger. How can I assist you today?
I'd like to book an appointment.
Great. Would you like to book an appointment for January 19, 2025 at 12 p.m. Tutor with John George?
I would.
I'm sorry, it seems there was an issue with booking the appointment. I apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you for your understanding, Roger. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out.
So that should have worked. Oh no, I didn't change the... Oh, okay, I created the hours. Okay, so in cal.com, by default, it will associate the working hours. Yeah, so I've set... Okay, so I have the incorrect working hours associated with my new event. So that's why. So I just need to change that to the test hours. I've done save that. And now, maybe...
Hi there. Welcome to our service. Could I get your name, please?
Yeah, John?
Nice to meet you, John. How can I assist you today?
I want to book an appointment.
Great. Would you like to book the appointment for January 19, 2025 at 12 p.m. Literature with John George?
Yes, please.
Thanks for your patience, John. I'm having a bit of trouble booking it right now. Could you please give us a call back later or try booking through our website?
That was a nice hallucination. Try calling back later or book for our website. Wow. Let me just check again to see if I've got the settings. Monday available 9 to 5. Actually, is the 19th actually Monday, or is it starting? Is my calendar starting Sunday? Sunday. It's, oh my god, just unbelievable. The Google Calendar starts with Sunday, so let me adjust the... This is insane. Like Sunday and Saturday, just everything. And just to make it, I'm going to set myself available literally 24 hours a day. All right. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, save. Come on. Come on, it's got to be it.
Hi there, thanks for calling. May I have your name, please?
John. My name is John.
Thanks, John. How can I assist you today?
I'd like to book an appointment, please.
Great. Are you looking to book an appointment for January 19, 2025 at 12 p.m. Literature with John George?
Yes, please.
Your appointment is all set, John. It's
Yep.
scheduled for January 19, 2025 at 12 p.m. Literature with John George. Here's the Google Meet link for the appointment. Join Meet Meet Google Coms H. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask.
So check it out. Took a screenshot of it. That just appeared in the 19th. Okay. Small victory. Awesome. I'll just delete that. Okay. Great. All right, so now we just need to make that more general. So this can support it. This has the flexibility. Oh, really? There's no logging in here, so the logging must be... Interesting. Actually have a look how... What is log guru? And did this replace the standard logging library in Python. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, when did this become popular? I'm guessing after 2019, when I sort of stopped using Python for a bit. Well, for bigger projects. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's check how many minutes I've got my overview. 115 minutes used. Close. Live sessions 1. Just, what's going on here? No, that's not what I want. Has the agent not left this? Why is this live? Cool, right. Yeah. I just want to make sure that the other thing is using Log Guru. Probably if it's like the most popular thing, right? But let's just double check by going here. Let's find the old flow manager. Flow manager, go to definition. Sweet, cool. That's fine then. I just wanted to make sure it's consistent. Logging into Calcom. And okay, so now to be able to specify no. Let's give it a proper process. So actually maybe the description in the old AI dialer, system prompt, VAPI, prompts, system prompt. Okay. specify. I'd like to be able to follow the following process. In order to establish availability, offer available slots, and then book an appointment. Good luck. If you can do this, I'm going to be so impressed. Probably going to have to break this down into steps and figure some stuff out myself. Let's be real. Oh, I'm surprised it's changing this. I thought this was just going to be a matter of changing the main. I do suspect this is going to end in abject failure. Or perhaps not. God damn. Wow. I mean, okay, wait. I don't think this is going to work. Unless it's actually found a way to capture all the information. Well, you've got to be kidding me if this is right. So cursors context, I mean, let's just see if it actually works. I might just be making this up. But if this works, like cursors context handling is next level. Has it deleted all my commented outputs? Yeah, oh, that's a bit harsh. If I can, well, I need to accept it to actually get this, don't I? It's no worries, we'll figure this out. Let's just get this working for now.
Hello, welcome. I'm here to help you today. May I have your name, please?
Yes, it's John.
Thank you, John. How can I assist you today?
I want to book an appointment.
Great choice, John. Let's get you set up with a quick demo so you can see firsthand how this will help your business. Let me check our calendar to find the best time for you. Hold on just a moment. Great, John. We have some availability on Friday, January 17 and Saturday, January 18. Which day would work better for you to set up that appointment?
Let's do Saturday.
Oops. It seems like there was a little hiccup checking the available times for Saturday. Could you please hold on for a moment while I refresh our
No
calendar?
worries. Okay, no worries, it's done that. So I need to explain something about the context. So it actually did the right thing on checking availability and it gave the right slots. So that's quite impressive. The only thing is that in the handlers, it seems to think, for some reason, that context is accessible this way, and that's not correct. Why does it think that? Shall I just ask it? Can I chat to it? When I ask you to perform tasks which, okay, calm down with O1 Mini, which involve creating handlers, you try to access context using what am I? Args, not context. Okay, you're using this pattern. Using the following pattern. You actually want to do args selected date based on what's in the corresponding flow node. In this case it would be okay. So the parameters are missing, actually. Flow node. I also notice that you've not set the parameters in the corresponding flow node. Could you explain why you're doing these two behaviors? Yeah, okay, so but what I'm trying to establish is whether I've polluted your context, perhaps somewhere in the docs folder, with something I need to correct. Docs, no folders, oh sweet, that's how you do it. Okay, so it's my fault for not knowing how to, hang on, so can you just do, oh, see, it was me. So cursor's the one. So actually maybe I just no, it's not. Okay, don't worry about that then, cancel. Actually I meant the docs folder. That's what I mean. That's a little pedantic. Yeah, I mean in the snippets I shared. Okay, you know what? Whatever. This is just... Take this. Go here. Perfect. What the I mean, that'll work. And also it'll just mean that it returns a blank. It's accessing it in a fault-tolerant way, which actually I don't like, because I think it should break if the required variable isn't there, right? But whatever. I mean, I did actually tell you explicitly, right? Access it this way. And that was for good reason, actually. Yeah, look, it's... Maybe for now this isn't the worst. Like, okay, it's not... Look, it said required though, right? Yeah. Sure, why not? So the issue that I'm... if you don't know Python, the .get will not break if it's not in the dictionary. It will just return a default value. So even if the required variable is missing, this will still work, which isn't the... This is not the desired behavior for a required variable, obviously. But let's just run it.
Hi there. It's great to have you call in. May I have your name, please?
Yeah, it's John.
Thank you, June. How can I assist you today?
I'd like to book an appointment, please.
Perfect. Let's get you set up with a quick demo so you can see firsthand how this will help your business. Let me check our calendar for availability. Great, June. We have availability on Friday, January 17th and Saturday, January 18th. Which day would work better for you?
Let's do the 18th, please.
Perfect. On Saturday, January 18th, we have time slots available at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. Which one would you prefer?
The second one.
Excellent, June. I've confirmed your demo for Saturday, January 18th at 12 p.m. You'll receive a calendar invitation shortly with all the details, and you can join through this meeting link at Meet Google.
Okay, that did work. I didn't notice that it's actually sending emails to test.example.com. That's not good. Hopefully no one's getting this. I mean, I'm sure someone is. So yeah, it has appeared in my calendar, but you'll notice it says between John George and unknown, right? So what happened is it wasn't able to get the required variables from context, and it still worked. So that was actually my concern with the whole using the get. So listen, I've got some other stuff I need to get done today. This video is pretty lengthy. We've made pretty good progress, so I'm going to call it a day. You know, hopefully this was useful to anyone who actually watched it, and you know, see you tomorrow.